What's going on, guys? In today's video, I'm going to be going over my complete guide to smokes on Mirage. If this video helped you out, please make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment down below if you would like me to do any other maps or if you would like me to do any other types of utility on Mirage, such as Molotovs, grenades, or flashbangs. Also, let me know if there are any smokes that you think are important to know that weren't in this video, and maybe sometime in the future I'll make an updated video of smokes on Mirage and I'll add your smoke to the video. Anyways, guys, let's go ahead and get right into it. Alright, so the first thing we're going to look at is smokes on the A side of the map as a terrorist, if you guys are trying to execute on A. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to come to this post right here, align yourself up with it, and get all the way up to it. And then there's going to be this little bar sticking out of the roof up here. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to align your crosshair with that. Not all the way covering it, you want to be a little bit to the right, maybe cover like half of it with your crosshair, and then you're going to want to jump there. And that should give you a nice CT smoke. There is a tiny little gap on the left side here. Not really anything that anybody could actually use against you, but the important thing is that this smoke also covers ticket, so they can't see you if they hop up onto this box, and they would have to hop all the way up to the top to be able to see you, in which case you could have somebody ramp, or you could have somebody Tetris holding this for them to jump up. The second smoke you're going to want to know if you're trying to execute on A is a stairs smoke. So you're going to want to jump up here, right on this little ledge, and you're going to want to align yourself with the edge of it right here. There's these wood pieces over here, and what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to aim directly in the middle of these. And all you're going to do is regular left click throw. I'm throwing smoke. And that will give you a perfect stairs smoke. Alright, the third smoke you're going to want to know is one for connector and jungle. So what you're going to do is you're going to come up here, all the way up onto this platform, and you're going to walk almost over to the ramp. And what you're going to see is this little window archway type thing here. What you're going to do is you're going to come to the middle beam here, and you're going to align yourself up with that. And then you're going to find this little thing sticking up out of the roof. And it's right above this little ridge in the wall here. You're going to aim a little bit to the left of that. You can even maybe align your crosshair with it right there. And you're going to, again, just regular left click throw. And that will give you a nice connector and jungle smoke. Now, there are different places that you can throw all three of these smokes. So, one for CT, if you've already made it out Tetris, is you're going to aim at this little thing sticking up out of the wall here, the second one over, and you're just going to regular left click through. And that will give you a nice CT smoke. If you want to smoke stairs from this position, you're going to hop up onto the first level here. You'll see a little kind of darker spot on the wall here. You're going to want to aim right at the height of that, but you're going to want to aim at the middle of this little kind of flat part in the corner of the wall here, and you're going to want to jump in. And that will give you a nice stairs smoke. If you want to smoke jungle from this position, you can stay on the bottom level of this and almost make like a little square right here. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to aim right in the middle of that and regular left click throw. And that will give you a nice jungle smoke. If you want to smoke off connector from this position, you're going to hop one level up. And again, you're going to look right in the middle of this kind of little square right here. I know it's a little awkward to look at from this angle, but you're going to look about right here. And you're going to, again, regular left click throw. And this gives you kind of a connector smoke. There is a gap in this one, so you can aim a little bit higher if you want to cover jungle as well. But if you're trying to go for, a plant here, or you're just trying to cross to the back without being spotted from cat, that is a great smoke that you can throw. Alright, now we're going to talk about smokes that you can throw to the middle of the map from T-spawn to help you and your team get out mid. So the first one you're going to want to know how to throw is one for the catwalk, and that will help your teammates to push out toward the mid boxes, hopefully set your opera up for a pick there. So we're going to hop up on this trash can, and you're going to see these little antennas here. You're going to want to look at the right one, and you're going to want to look at the top little spoke sticking out of this thing. And you're going to want to aim a little bit to the right. You can kind of, this one's more loosey-goosey as long as you're aiming, you know, kind of out from it. But you're going to want to aim around this spot, and again, you're just going to regular left click through. By the time your teammates run up here, it should pop, and you should have a nice smoke for catwalk. And your teammates should, if they're fast and they're running, be able to get across. There is a little bit of a gap here that your opera can maybe peek off of. All right, another smoke that you're gonna wanna know from spawn, this one's a little bit more difficult, is the smoke for window. So you're gonna come to this trash can again, but you're not gonna hop up on it. You're gonna aim at this, so there's this door frame right here, and there are these little railings on here. There's a little dot right there that matches up with the doorway. What you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna center your crosshair on that. You're gonna wanna crouch, and then you're gonna wanna walk forward until your crosshair hits about there. You know, if you wanna throw it like right when you hit here or, you know, a little bit after, it shouldn't matter too much. But then once you hit that spot, you're gonna wanna jump throw. And that should give you a beautiful window smoke. Still focusing on the mid part of the map here, let's say that you and your team have taken mid and you've made it all the way out to here, but there's a pesky opper in the window that you want to block off. What you're gonna do is there's two little indents on this cart right here, one on the left, one on the right. You're gonna come into this one on the right, and you're gonna want to make the height of your crosshair about even with this corner of the box here. And you're gonna want to somewhat align it with this box here, but you're the corner of this box here, but you're gonna want to go a little bit to the left, otherwise you're gonna get a gap on the left side of window that the opera can still peek you from. And then you're just gonna regular left click there. And that should give you a nice smoke in the window that doesn't have any gaps, so that you don't have to worry about that opera and you can start pushing forward. Let's say you're in this same position, but you know that there's a player on cat. You're gonna wanna come into the left indent here on this cart, and there's gonna be an antenna sticking out here. You're gonna wanna aim directly at the corner of this. You're gonna wanna align your crosshair directly on the end of it, and you're gonna want a regular left click there. And that will give you a perfect cat smoke that also blocks ladder, so that they will either have to push through it or they'll have to find a different way around. Now shifting our attention to the B side of the map, there's actually a lot of smokes that you can throw for the B site. The main ones that you're going to want to learn are the window smoke, the door smoke, and the catwalk smokes. So to throw the window smoke, what you're going to want to do as soon as you come out of T-apps here, is you're going to want to get into this corner right here. You're gonna wanna aim about in line with these windows here at the very corner of the building, and you're gonna wanna jump there. And that will give you a nice window smoke. I don't believe that there's any gaps in this one, so you can get across perfectly fine. They would have to jump through if they're gonna see you. Now for the door smoke, you're going to want to get into this exact same corner, but you're going to look at these right side windows here on the building. You're going to look to the furthest one right, and you're going to aim your crosshair right at the tippy top of that little window there, and you're going to jump. And that will give you a nice smoke in the doorway that completely covers the entire doorway. Now for your catwalk smokes. If you want to smoke the right side of cat, you're going to want to come to this window here and align yourself up in the middle of this window. You're going to look straight up and you're going to see this little spoke sticking out of the wall and this little roof right here. You're going to want to aim directly in the middle of that little spoke sticking out and the roof, and you're going to want a regular left click. And that will give you a beautiful smoke on the technically right side, but your left side if you're coming out of apps of Catwalk. If you want to smoke the left side of Catwalk, you need to get under this lamp right here, and you want to center yourself as much as possible. And you're going to see this little indent in the wall around these windows. You're going to want to find the top right corner of that indent, and you're going to want to aim slightly to the right of the building. So your crosshair is going to be aligned with this corner, but you're going to aim at the right side of the building, and you're going to regular left click here. And that will give you a nice smoke for this side of Catwalk. Now, two little bonus smokes that I like to throw that I think can be really useful, that can be thrown in unison if somebody drops you a smoke grenade, is you align yourself with this pole. It's the middle one here, and you're gonna align yourself with that, and you're gonna see right where this wire kind of intersects with the building here, you're gonna see a little edge there, and you're gonna aim slightly to the right of that edge, and you're gonna throw two smokes. One is just gonna be a regular left click throw, and one is going to be a jump throw. Now, what this smokes off, if you throw the jump throw, it smokes off bench and jail, and if you throw the regular left click throw, it smokes off anybody that's playing under this window and get right kind of area. And then you should be able to drop out, or you guys could drop out of window and get to site and get a plant. This is really good on eco rushes if you buy two smokes, and you can get out really quickly and you can plant the bomb and get that important plant money from your save round. Switching over to the CT side of the map, some A smokes that you're going to want to know, the most important of which is the ramp smoke. So the easiest way to throw this smoke is to get into the corner of missiles here, get yourself all nudged in there, and you're going to want to aim at this part of the little triple box here, right in between these two little pillars sticking out of the roof, and you're going to want to aim right here and regular left click throw. Smoke! And that will give you a nice smoke on the ramp. This does also work with a molly, so this is a very nice lineup to know. Another way you can throw this smoke, if you want to throw it from Ninja, is you can aim right here at the second from the right little, I don't know what to call this, but little thing sticking out of the wall here, and you're going to aim at the corner of it, and you're going to regular left click throw. Laying down smoke. And that'll give you a nice, beautiful ramp smoke. Another smoke that's useful to know if you're playing the under balk position is to get into this corner right here. And you're going to see almost like this little triangle in the wood here. You're going to look at the top of it and you're going to aim slightly to the right, and you're going to left click throw. Throwing smoke. This will give you a nice palace smoke. Another nice smoke that you can learn is, say you're the opper and you don't get a good spawn for window and you think that the T's are going to get there before you, and you want to peek it from connector instead around this area. A nice smoke to know is a one-way that lands at the bottom of con, and the objective of this smoke is to land it as high on the stairs here as you possibly can. The higher on the stairs it goes, the better the one-way will be for you. So the general idea is to bounce this kind of in this area on this little pillar on the wall in front of you. And you're going to run forward and you're going to throw your smoke, and it should bounce onto the stairs here, and that should give you a little bit of a one-way here that you can use to peek mid instead of peeking the window. The higher up on the stair it lands, the better, and it'll be harder for them to see you. Obviously, if there's another opper, he could peek you here if he suspects that you're going to peek from con, but for the majority of the time, the opper will not peek you here, and you might even be able to get somebody that's crossing over to the boxes over there. Another smoke that you should always know, especially if you're your team's cat player, is just to bounce a smoke grenade off of this little lip in the wall here. You can really hit it off any part of this wall. As long as it hits it, it will cover Catwalk, so you're going to want to throw it, and as long as it hits it, it will throw a nice cat smoke with no gaps. And you can kind of use this if you think that they're going to rush up cat. You can jump up here. You can kind of, hold a kind of off angle if they decide to rush cat, or you can even try and hop up here and maybe get a peek on mid here. If you are the B player, there's not a lot of smokes that work for the B site, but one that I really do like is you get in the corner of this little trash can here, and there's a little black spot right here on the tarp over B. And you're gonna wanna aim at that and just regular left click throw. The smoke will go through. It will bounce off of the window and it'll give you a nice smoke here. You can either hold this, try and get up onto bow. You could spam it if you want to. Don't know why my audio lagged there, but yeah, you can spam it if you want to, if you have a teammate that's here, and it'll kind of slow them down and buy you time, which is always useful on the CT side. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I hope this video helped you out. If it did, leave a like and comment on the video to let me know. And as always, guys, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. If you learn these smokes, I promise you will be global elite in no time. I'll see you guys in the next video.